Hi YouTubers, this is Rhonda Novak, and today I wanted to talk about something a little different. I don't know, maybe it's not different, but I have spent a lot of time learning how to accept people for who they are. And even though it seems like that should be really easy to do, it really isn't. So let me just tell you how that looks. And this video is just for people who are struggling, who's always struggling with somebody else doing something that's making your life miserable, or people who are angry with other folks and they just can't seem to get it. And it's particularly like even like family bitterness, right? Because I had that drama too. And I got it all resolved, and I'm going to share with you how I did it in just a second. I kind of wanted to just let the audience know like who I'm talking to, and it's really about people who are just mad. You know, things aren't working out. It's your boss, your sister, your mom, your dad, somebody. And here's how it typically looks. We create for ourselves this fantasy. For instance, I'll give you my story. I had a fantasy family, and in my fantasy family, they came to see about me, they did this and they did that. Was my fantasy. That's what I created in my head. Now, was my people just like that? No. They had other reasons, they had other things that they were doing, and let me give you a little bit more background. I'm gonna slow this down. It may be a little longer video, but I just went through a time in my life where I thought I needed my family. I needed them to come and see about me. I needed them to come and check on me, and they didn't. And it disappointed me. And it disappointed me so badly that I quit talking to them for several years. Yeah. Don't be looking at me like that stank. Yeah, it was several years. Some of y'all ain't talking to y'all people either. But I got over it. And here's how I got over it, is that I finally accepted that they had the right to handle their lives any way they wanted. What? Yeah, they could. They didn't have to live into my fantasy of who I thought they were going to be. They didn't have to be there for me when I wanted them to be. They didn't have to do any of those things because they have free will just like I do. And once I got that clear, and it took a few years, right, to get clear, because I was angry and bitter, and I just could care less about what happened to any of them because didn't nobody come and see about me. And I had a story, honey. I'm gonna tell you, for those who know me, I had a story. However, like I said, what I really came to learn is that when you release people and you stop holding them up and making them be people and put them in these chairs and all these wraps and things that they can't do, you got them stand with your arm, do a backflip. Can you? Yeah. When you stop putting people in those difficult positions, life gets a lot easier for everybody. So once I forgave them for not living into my fantasy, I just got okay, and I stopped judging them. Ooh. I did. I stopped. I stopped judging. I stopped making them my oppressor. I want that to sink in for a second. I took my power back. They were no longer my oppressor because they had the freedom to be whoever they wanted to be, just like I had the freedom to be who I wanted to be. So when you get into a position where the other person is making you do or be, you mad because they did, they're now your controller. You can't be nice because they won't let you be nice, and they won't let you. Well, just allow them the space to be themselves. And I'm not suggesting or even advocating that you have to allow people to use you or misuse you. But what I am saying is that you don't have to create rules for them to live by. In my case, you know, my parents should have come here and seen about me. That's in my head. That's all in my head. Now, I don't care how many other families and scenarios or times it would have happened with other people. That's not the way my family dealt with my personal trauma. They did something different. Now, as I look over and start comparing with other people, then these folks got some problems. They're not doing this and they're not doing that. And I don't have... Stop with the madness. They can handle life any way they want to. They can handle their situations and circumstances just like I can handle mine. And so once I gave them the release, once I blessed them and allowed them to be themselves, everything got a lot better. So and I see that all the time. And I just wanted to say, just to put this out there in the universe, just because I do believe that very often we can't let people go because we have something that they should do in our heads. That's the right thing for them. We've decided what the right thing for them should be, and they're not doing it. Now we jacked up. And that could be your boss. He didn't handle, you didn't get a promotion because he didn't want you to get it, and you did it. Okay, well, you have something you can do. You can find another job. You can move on. You can release him to be the boss and handle his professional career the way he wants to. You can take full control of your professional career and go and find a place that's more supportive. You have so many other options, but before you get there, though, you have to take responsibility for your own stuff. And that's not always fun to look at because it's sticky and it's not always cute. Now, when we in that other chair, though, you know, the one where we get to say, you didn't do 2 steps to the left. It's kind of like watching the game. You know, you up high and you can see all the players, everybody. Well, all you had to do is throw the ball, kiss. And I'm a good sports fan. You know, I'm right down with it. Yeah, Ron. Okay. But when you're doing that from up here, it's a lot different than when you're down in the trenches and you can't see everything. And so give people the room to be who they're going to be. And it's just try it, okay? I'm going to just tell you that. Just try it, right? It seems like it's just something to say and you can handle it, but try it because it is very difficult to do. I still find myself sometimes wanting people to live into my example or my fantasy of a friend or of a client or whatever, and I have to constantly manage my emotions and my expectations because people are not like me or like what I think they should be. So anyway, a little bit long video today, but I kind of wanted to say that I've run into certain things lately, and you know, I'm inspired to do this video, and maybe it helps somebody to just have that word. Let people be who they're going to be, and you be who you're going to be. Be responsible for your own behavior, and don't try to create a world for anybody else. Do you? So that's it. That's all I got for today. Have an awesome, fabulous day, and until next time, bye.